In political science for class 11, we are going to start the new chapter, that is local government. Local government, children, is related to the decentralization of the power. This is also to a great extent the part of the federalism. Whereas the federalism, in that chapter we had done the distribution of power between the union government and the state governments. Here we are moving further to more lower levels, up to the grassroots level, the community level, the village level. Okay, so this is related to, in a way, the decentralization of the power. Okay, and mainly to the lower level. And decentralization is the wide distribution of the authority and responsibility to smaller or local levels, and it is practical throughout the country. And we need this. Why? Because we are a democratic country, and the real democratic country is where each one at all level has the due share in the governance at local level and state level, and of course central level. So but this chapter is mainly related to the participation of the people at local level, the immediate level where they are living. And now we are taking this then under the heading need of decentralization of power. We need the decentralization of power for the following reasons, as it relieves and lightens the burden of top executives so that they use their time and energy for other more important and routine decisions can be taken by the lower level of governance by the local people only in the local government. Then local problems and their solutions are also possible to find out and to tackle the situation at that level only, as people are close to the problems, known to the problems, and they know how to tackle the problems themselves because they are from the same area, and the problems are solved more quickly. Then it puts a limit on the authority of central, state and local levels also, and there is coordination for better results among these three: local, state and central level. Then it gives autonomy to take decisions and find out the solutions as per situation. Okay, and the autonomy is in the hands of the local people to take the decisions. And it brings the people together, and the feeling of belongingness also develops. Then people participate in local activities, and that gives the feeling of proud that they are accountable and responsible towards their locality. Another need is, or why do we need local government, is that it helps to build an effective communication with state and center, and it helps in the growth and diversification of country's social, economic and cultural development. So we see that decentralization of power is very important and needed for these various reasons at lower level, especially in the countries that are big like India, and when the country has a democratic form of government or believes in the democratic principles. Children, this system was existing in our country since long time, but it was abolished during Britishers or British rule. And after that also we have again established, after the independence, this local government in the form of various schemes that were framed and implemented from time to time for the solution of the local problems. And several projects they were launched and implemented, launched to promote local self governance. The main purpose of this chapter is how to solve the local problems by the people themselves. And the various projects that were launched are like this: Community Development Program, CDP. Community Development Programs, it was launched in 1952. Again, the main purpose is to solve the problem of villages by involving the local people. Okay, and the aim is all round development of the village and to cover the areas like agriculture, irrigation, education, small industries, health, sanitation, medicines, transport, communication, etc. Then this is based on people's cooperation with the government, and the people would cooperate and contribute their time and labor and the government's scientific and technological knowledge also. And the local people were responsible for initiating the programs, and it was based on self reliance. So we see that various projects were launched, and this is one of them, and that is Community Development Program. And later this project was integrated with Panchayat Raj. Next scheme you can say is IRDP. IRDP, Integrated Rural Development Program. Okay, and this was in place of the first one, that was Community Development Program, because this program was not able to fulfill all the objectives. So another scheme was launched to replace the previous one, that was CDP or Community Development Program, and it was implemented in 20 districts, and the time when it was introduced or launched was between 1967 to 77. And for the reasons were, the main reason, local problems and their solutions, the development, economical development, social development, etc. Okay, and to uplift the people, to make them self reliant, to promote cottage and small scale industries, and to make the farmers get better minimum support price and by increasing agricultural production. Okay, so this is the way how the local people are benefited, and these schemes are framed by the government from time to time, and the responsibility for implementing this scheme of IRDP has been given to District Rural Development Agency, and the head of this is the Chief Executive Officer, and he is assisted by a project officer, BDO, Block Development Officer, Tehsildar, etc. After this, another thing is Panchayati Raj. Okay, so Panchayati Raj or the local government at rural level. Rural level is the village area. So local government at village level is Panchayati Raj, and that is the most important initiative for the local government, and that was implemented in the year 1959. And for the reason is the same, all round development and the local administration of the village. And this is done at 3 levels or 3 tier system, TIER, or 3 levels. They are Gram Panchayat, that is at village level, then Panchayat Samiti, that is at block level, and Zilla Parishad, that is at district level. So these are the local governments at these 3 levels, and in detail we will study in the next part of the chapter. Okay, and this is done by the 73rd Amendment Act, according to which the Panchayati Raj has been made mandatory for all the states, because all the states have rural area also and urban area also. So for urban area, different institutions are there, and for rural area, Panchayati Raj system is there. Okay, and this is done by 73rd Amendment Act, known as Panchayati Raj Act. Okay. Then in urban area, the local governments are like municipalities. Okay. This is done by the Amendment Act of 74th. Okay. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act gave a constitutional status to these local government of urban areas, okay, by providing for municipalities in the small cities and municipal corporation in big cities. Okay, and these are like that. Municipal corporation in big cities known as Nagar Nigam, then municipalities in small cities known as Nagar Palika, and other towns, town area committee known as Nagar Panchayat. So local government at urban level is known like this. Thank you.